Good morning, class 10. I'll be starting a new chapter, that's atomic nucleus. So let's start. Now, in this chapter, we are going to study radioactivity in details. Now, this phenomenon was first discovered by scientist Henry Becquerel. He first observed radioactivity. Now, what is actually radioactivity? Let's define this. What happens over here? Certain heavier elements spontaneously emit radiations and itself get converted to other elements. Now, in this particular definition, the word spontaneously is very important. Spontaneously, the meaning of this word is naturally. So there are certain elements that on its own give out radiations and itself they get converted to other elements. Now, this phenomenon is radioactivity. Rather, this phenomenon is your natural radioactivity because we don't have to apply any force to it. So, it's natural radioactivity. That's why the word spontaneously has a very good indication. Natural radioactivity, and such substances or elements are radioactive. Right? So, now what are the examples? These are the examples. The common examples here we have uranium, we have thorium, we also have other heavier elements, but this is not only a feature of the heavier elements, some lighter elements are also there. For example, your carbon 14, potassium 40, sodium 24, cobalt 60, etc. Right? And uranium, basically we have 235 or 238 uranium. Right? So these are the few radioactive elements. We are going to do the examples of these elements only in details afterwards. Right? So this is basically radioactive is. Now, we do the next part, that is types of radiations. Types of radiations. Now, radioactivity, we are seeing that some elements, some heavier elements or lighter elements, are emitting out radiations, they're giving out radiations. Now, what are the types of the radiation? Now, this was basically given by the scientist Rutherford. He was the one to classify the radiations into three categories. He classified. Okay. First category is alpha particles. Second category is beta. This is the symbol for beta. Beta particles or beta radiations. Third, this is gamma. So these are the three particles that were discovered by Rutherford. Okay. Now we'll do the properties of alpha, beta and gamma particles. So let's come to the first property. First property is nature. Nature is the first property. Nature means we are going to say about its symbol, how it is represented, like that. Alpha particles are doubly charged helium atom. Symbol is given as this. You know helium, atomic number 2, mass number is 4 and doubly charged, so 2+. That means 2 electrons are liberated. That's why it is 2 positive. So alpha particles are this one, doubly charged helium particles, right? Now come to beta. Beta particle, they are nothing, they are electrons. Okay, and the symbol we have as this, -1 and 0 on the top. Now why 0 on the top? Because it has negligible mass, and -1 because it is negatively charged. Gamma, they are electromagnetic waves. Electromagnetic waves with shorter wavelength. These are the first part, that is nature. It's doubly charged helium. Okay, this is a symbol. This is electron, and they are the electromagnetic waves. Right? So let's move to the next property, that is charge. Charge. Alpha particles, as we have seen, they are doubly charged helium. So helium 2 positive, so they are positively charged particles. They are positively charged. And what is the magnitude of the charge? It is twice the charge of proton. Proton charge, we know it is 1.6 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. So it is twice the charge on a proton, right? Beta particles, they are negative because they are electrons, and charge is equal to the charge on an electron. This is the magnitude of charge. Gamma particles, they are what? Gamma particles, they are neutral. They have no charge because they are waves, electromagnetic waves. So here it's positive, negative, neutral. The magnitude we need to know. Now we come to the next property, that is mass. Alpha particles' mass is 4 times the mass of a proton. 4 times the mass of proton. So 4 times mass of proton, we know it's 1.66 10 to the power minus 27 kg. And so it is heavier. Okay. Beta particles mass is equal to the mass of an electron, that is 9.1 10 to the power minus 31 kg. Gamma particles, they have no mass because they are electromagnetic waves. They have no charge, they have no mass. Right? So here, these things to be remembered. Next property is your velocity. Velocity. Now since alpha particles are heavier, so they will be having lesser velocity compared to beta and gamma particles. So the velocity of alpha particle is near about 10 to the power 7 meter per second. This is basically approx. This symbol is approx 10 to the power 7 meter per second. Okay, exact value we are not given. Beta particles, the velocity is near about 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Gamma particles, their velocity is equal to the velocity of light because they are electromagnetic waves. So this is the velocity. Now next we have penetrating power. Penetrating power. Now what is the meaning of penetrating power? Penetrating power is that property which helps the particles to pass through certain substances. It can be paper, it can be our skin, it can be metals, etc. It helps the particles to pass. Now penetrating power, it depends on what factors? Penetrating power depends on mass of the particle, it depends on velocity of the particle, etc. So alpha particles, we know they are heavier particles because they have larger mass. So their velocity will be lesser. Since their mass is more, their velocity will be lesser and penetrating power will be lesser. Heavier, lesser velocity, low penetrating power. Now their penetrating power is so low that they can be even stopped by a sheet of paper, right? Beta particles, they have negligible mass. More velocity, because if mass is less, they can easily move. High penetrating power. They can pass through sheet of paper, they can pass through our skin, they can pass through aluminium foil, etc. Now gamma, they have maximum velocity, and we know it has no mass, so maximum penetrating power. They can even pass through blocks of metals like iron, steel, which are very hard. So penetrating power maximum is gamma, then beta, then alpha. Next we have ionizing power. Ionizing power. The ionizing power is basically what? What is the meaning of ionizing power? When particles collide with gaseous atom, converts the atom to positively charged ion. That is, it removes the electron. That is basically ionizing power. Now, alpha particles, they have maximum ionizing power, maximum, due to more number of collisions. Because the more they collide with the gaseous atom, easily the electrons are removed from the atoms and they get converted to ions. So maximum due to more number of collisions, lesser than alpha but more than gamma, and it has minimum. Ionizing power is minimum due to fewer collisions. Fewer means lesser collisions. So this is ionizing power. So ionizing power ordered alpha greater than beta greater than gamma. Last property, deflection towards electric field. Deflection towards electric field. Towards electric field. Alpha particles are positively charged, so they will get deflected towards negative plate. Beta particles are electrons, so negatively charged, so deflected towards positive plate. Gamma particles are neutral, no deflection. Okay. So here, basically, we need to remember this, very important. Deflection of beta particle much more than alpha particle. This is very important. Beta gets deflected more than alpha. Why? Because beta particles, they are lighter, they have negligible mass, and alpha particles are heavier. So alpha particles get less deflected and beta particles get more deflected. The reason is basically due to their masses. So these are the properties of alpha, beta, gamma radiations. Okay. Just a small thing is left. I'll just finish it fast. Now this property, the general trend, this radioactivity is shown by elements with atomic number 84 onwards. And that is the general trend. 84 onwards. Means from 84 all the elements are radioactive. Okay, 84 which element is there? Polonium. Means from polonium all the elements are radioactive. The exceptions we have, there are exceptions. What are the exceptions? We have already done it before. We have cobalt 60 because it has lesser atomic number than 84, it still is radioactive. We have 24 sodium. We have 14 carbon, which is highly radioactive, and we have 40 potassium. These are all radioactive in spite of having lesser atomic number. Okay, so today this much. We'll do the next part in the next class. Thank you.